2017 Suzuki GSX-R1000 and GSX-R1000R previews. Well, we knew the new Suzuki GSX-R1000 was on the way, but I don't know if we were expecting two of them. The one with 1R is for riding, the one with 2, GSX-R1000R, is for racing and packed with lots of things Suzuki says make it ready for superstock competition right out of the box. Oh drool! Both bikes of course are lighter, more powerful and meaner than any GSX-R heretofore. And it's about time, because it's been since 2009. It starts with a new, higher compression 13.2:1 more over square 76.0 x 55.1 mm inline four. That's also, of course, claimed to be lighter and more compact. No more balancer shaft, for one thing. The claim is 202 crankshaft PS at 13,200 RPM, which my Google says equals 199.237 horsepower. If all goes as planned, it seldom does. That might translate to 180 rear-wheel final jet horsepower. The torque claimed is virtually unchanged, at about 86 pounds-feet, but shifts from 10,000 to 10,800 RPM. In the pounds department, Suzuki claims a curb weight of 441 pounds for the standard non-ABS bike, 445 for the ABS standard, and 448 for the GSX-R1000R, which comes with ABS. To defeat the competition, says Suzuki, increasing top-end power was an essential target. However, the GSX-R line has always been known for making broad power across the rev range, combining low-end and mid-range to work with an exciting top-end rush. The new GSX-R1000 engine is designed to produce the most top-end power without sacrificing low-end and mid-range power and torque. To achieve this target, technology developed in motor racing has been used in the engine design. Suzuki Racing DVD variable valve timing is going to help get us there. Way simpler than most systems. What happens is that 12 steel balls running in slanted grooves are spun outward by centrifugal force at high RPM. Their carrier mechanism attaches to the intake cam sprocket, and retards intake cam timing at a preset RPM, adding significantly to high RPM power. The new GSX-R1000 uses a valve train developed in motor competition, using thinner-walled, hollow camshafts operating lighter, F1-style pivoting finger followers. Each finger follower is 6 grams lighter than a conventional bucket tap at 10 grams versus 16 grams, and because each follower pivots on a fixed shaft, its moving mass is just 3 grams. The lighter moving mass allows maximum engine RPM and valve lift to be increased while improving valve response and maintaining accurate valve control. Each finger follower in the GSX-R1000 is designed based on the actual followers used in the GSX-R motor race bike, including a DLC coating to increase durability. Inside that new airbox, a new Suzuki dual-stage intake SDSI system claims to deliver the advantages of variable-length intake funnels without the extra weight, complexity and cost. 2 of the 4 intake funnels use a new stacked, dual-stage design, with a longer funnel positioned above a short funnel, and a gap between the 2 parts. At low and mid RPM, most of the air flows through the longer, upper funnel into the short funnel, increasing low-end and mid-range power and torque, says Suzuki. At higher RPM, more air flows around the base of the longer upper funnel and directly into the short lower funnel, increasing top-end power and torque. The combination of 2 SDSI funnels and 2 conventional funnels helps produce a broader, smoother power band and a seamless transition from low and mid-range into the higher RPM range. Meanwhile, final drive gearing was shortened a bit to compensate for the taller 190/55 to 17 Bridgestone the bike comes with, and the drive chain shrinks from a 530 to a 525. Your new SCA's Suzuki clutch assist system works as a slipper clutch during downshifts, reducing mechanical pressure on the plates, inducing slip and limiting back to work. Under acceleration, it increases mechanical pressure on the plates, allowing the use of lighter clutch springs and a lighter, easier lever. You can't hold your head up in modern society without traction control, and the new Suzuki gets a 10-level TCS system it's calling Motion Track TCS. It's adjustable on the fly close to the throttle, working with a new IMU which monitors pitch, roll and yaw, and all those other sensors every 0.00 per second. The TC system reduces engine power output when a loss of traction is detected or predicted by managing ignition timing and throttle valve position. The new GSX-R1000's mainframe has optimized rigidity and was designed using the latest FM analysis technology and is 10% lighter than the frame of the current GSX-R1000. The steering head and the front engine hanger on each side are now included as part of a single, one-piece cast structure. The swing arm is new and with optimized rigidity. The new, simpler subframe of aluminum tubing replaces the old cast one and shaves 2.2 pounds. Your garden variety GSX-R1000 stands pat with its show a big piston fork. Your shock absorber out back works through a new progressive linkage that Suzuki claims makes the suspension more responsive and increases traction over uneven pavement ripples as well as over larger bumps. Spring preload, rebound damping, and both high-speed and low-speed compression damping are externally adjustable. The linkage dog bones are made of extruded aluminum alloy. Brembo 320mm discs replaced Sunstar 310s, mounted to their carriers with a new hybrid system using a 50/50 combination of 5 conventional spring-loaded floating pin mounts and 5 Brembo T-drive floating mounts. The T-drive floating mounts are lighter yet produce a larger contact area between the disc and the carrier, requiring fewer mounts 10 than conventional mounts alone 12, minimizing the weight gain from the larger discs. Conventional spring-loaded pin mounts are slightly heavier and produce a smaller contact area, but are quieter. Using a combination of T-drive and pin mounts reduces rattle and requires fewer mounting points. The Brembo radial mount monoblock front calipers have 4 32mm pistons each, and work with a radial pumped, 19mm master cylinder. The GSX-R1000R model and the ABS version of the standard bike come with the new Motion Track brake system, which works with the IMU. Suzuki says it reduces rear-wheel lift during very hard braking on the racetrack, and allows the use of more aggressive brake pads, producing more initial bite and more total braking force, and helps keep the rear wheel in line. On the GSX-R1000R only, the system also optimizes the brake pressure when the motorcycle is leaning. The BFF system equalizes oil pressure above and below a solid internal piston as it moves up and down, pushing oil out of the fork leg and through external damping circuits that run to the other side of the piston, where it is drawn back into the fork leg. The external compression and rebound damping circuits that the oil runs through are more precise than the valve stacks fitted above and below the piston in other types of forks, a difference that Suzuki's testers say they can feel in the form of improved comfort on the road and better feel and cornering grip on the racetrack. Rebound damping, compression damping and spring preload can be easily adjusted externally. Another cool feature you get with the RR would be a new bidirectional quick-shift system, working both up and down shifts. Monitoring shift linkage movement and stroke, along with shift cam rotation and throttle position, the system cuts ignition between 50 and 75 milliseconds. It's adjustable for upshifts. For downshifts, it automatically opens the throttle valve just enough to increase RPM and match engine speed to the next lower gear ratio. Finally, the R gets a distinctive lightweight top trickle clamp to remind the owner he's arrived. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.